Hello little cuties and welcome to Fixin' the Hillbilly. Today we're going to be making a Deco mesh Easter wreath. Now I know I've been gone for a little bit, things in life sometimes. Anyway, I'm back now. My name's Melinda and I live in the hills of West Virginia. So let's get started. Now I was going to do something different with this wreath, but we're going to use this wreath to make an Easter wreath. So as you see, it's just 17-inch pieces ruffled. And you know what ruffled is. You just take a 17-inch piece, you lay it on the table, and you walk it up the middle. Now, of course, with my wreath rings, we go rings from the outside to the inside. A, B, C, and D. Now, on A and B, you'll have two, one at each end of the brackets. Now, as you see here, I'm using three different colors, yellow, green, and pink. Now, those are going to be cut in 10-inch pieces. I've got a couple different ribbons. I actually changed that ribbon to a purple and white gingham to match the sign, to pull all that together. Now, I'm going to pull out about 8 pipe cleaners, and 6 of those are going to be for the wreath, and 2 of them are going to be for that sign. So just take out 8. You can use zip ties if you want, but I always feel that if you're adding layers, and I will be adding layers here, it's best to use the pipe cleaners or Chanel stems, whatever you call them. So as you can see, 2 are on A and B, and 1 is on C and D. 17-inch pieces ruffled. So that means you take the 17-inch piece, you lay it on the table, you walk it up the middle, and you add it to your wreath. Now, here, as you see, I did use zip ties here, but I was only using one piece of mesh, so it wasn't that hard to do. So, to add the different color mesh, what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I'm putting the pipe cleaner on the crossbar. That's why I just needed 6, because there's only 6 crossbars. So I'm going to run it up one side and down the other. I'm going to even out that pipe cleaner, and then I'm just going to give it a twist. And then just leave it there. Then you're going to go on to the next one. So right now we're just getting this ready to put our mesh in there. So you're going to go to the next crossbar. Now I usually take it down one side, skip a couple of wires there, and then take it up the other side. And then you're just going to twist that and leave it. Now you're going to do this on every crossbar, so that means you're going to need 6. Now, once you have all 6 pipe cleaners in there, you're going to get your pieces. Now, those are 10-inch pieces I cut. 6 pink ones, 6 green ones, and 6 yellow ones. Now, I'm just going to roll these into a tube. That's all. And then put your seam down. And then I'm just going to clip this while I roll the other 2 tubes. Now this does take a little bit of time, but I'll be honest, I was trying something different here, but then I decided no, we're not going to do that. I just kind of wondered what the pointy ends would look like sticking out, the ruffles, which probably would have been fine. But I just decided I wanted to do this a little bit different. This one's for my daughter, so I just want everything to look super cute. And then you just roll the third one. And then you put them all together. Now, usually what I do here is I crisscross, a couple. And then that way you've got pieces of mesh coming out from every angle. Then I just pinch it together. And then I put it right down in the middle of that pipe cleaner. And then give it a twist. Now we are going to be adding ribbon, but I like to go ahead and get that twisted in. Some people untwist to put the ribbon in. I don't do that. I'm not about all that. As to me, that's just a waste of time. It ain't going to hurt a darn thing. Just putting it like that. Okay, so now I folded in the middle my ribbon, my 2 pieces of ribbon, and then I'm going to pinch it together. I fold the ribbon to get my center. That way you go from end to end. And then I'm just going to give it a couple twists. Now you can actually put flowers down in the middle of that, which would have looked super cute. I had some like purple flowers. I thought about doing that, and I was like, nah, let's just, once you get this done with the filler mesh and the ribbon, it's going to look, amazing. It's going to look really full. So you don't really need any of that extra. Plus, you're going to have a sign on it. Plus, I'm going to do a bow. So, there's going to be a lot going on with this particular wreath. Now, you could elect not to do a bow because you've got all the ribbon, which would be super cute, and just do some flowers in the middle of it, which is what I'm planning on doing with the spring wreath that I'm going to do for myself. I think we might make one more Easter wreath. I know Easter's getting pretty close, but I want to have one on my door, and then we'll do some spring wreaths. Okay, so you just go all the way around, filling in all 6 of the pipe cleaners. And I'm going to put some music on for us, and when we get to the next point, I'll be back.
Even if I try to leave, you still make me wanna stay. You ask me to believe in the words that you say, but I can't be strong if you can't move on. Don't you think we've had enough of the trauma you bring? Ain't you tired of thinking we can get through anything? 'Cause I can't move on if you can't be strong. But every time I hear you say my name, it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. And I'm waiting for a lifetime. So you say you wanna change, but lately things have been the same. And it's my heart you're holding back again. And I can't be strong if you can't move on. Every time I hear you say my name, it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. Now is the time for you to leave the past behind. We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. When I hear you say my name, it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. watch the sun go down over the same old town, like so many times before. We look at the same old stars, battle the same old wars, like so many times before. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect, but I need this night for the last time. Stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay. If you stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay. We were never meant to last, but all the fun times we had, I'll never forget. We will always share a bond, no matter what, 'cause you have a piece of my heart. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect, but I need this night for the last time. Stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay, stay. If you stay, if you stay, if you stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay. Till the sun goes up, yeah, for a little moment. Just hold me closer, I'll be okay. Till the sun goes up, yeah, for a little moment. Just hold me closer, I'll be okay. We watch the sun go down over the same old town. Stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay. If you stay. If you stay. Oh, if you stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay.
I saw you from across the room. When our eyes met, I never knew that I could feel this way. And it's kinda strange. Don't even know your name. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you.
Okay, now as you've seen here, I'm just clipping off some little strings that are dangling, but just adding those 6 pipe cleaners full of mesh and ribbon really made a difference to this. So now we're going to make a bow. Um, After I got the bow on there, I mean, it does look great, but like I said, you don't have to do the bow since you've got all that ribbon. Just put you a few flowers in the middle, and it'll still look just as nice. But like I said, this one's for my daughter, so I am going to be adding some ribbon and a sign. Now, I just put the tail through, and then I'm going to make a hoop. That hoop is about 5 inches long, and then I'm going to twist it. I say twist it to the not so pretty side. So that's going to be the side that's not showing the purple and white gingham on there. You just pull it through. You can actually do this in your hands too. I did it for years in my hands like that. It was just as easy until I started getting a little bit older and my hands started getting sore. Okay, and then you just put it through and twist it. You take it out 5 inches, twist it to the not so pretty side, so then that way when you do your hoops, it's going to come out to the pretty side showing. And now I am going to use that pink just to add a little bit of color and a little bit of different textures. So this actually is the same on both sides, but I'm so used to twisting once I put it through. Now I'm going to go ahead and do all these hoops in 5 inches because I'm going to be spreading them out. So you'll still be able to see all of them. Usually what I do sometimes is I'll put them 5 inches, and then whatever I put in the middle, I'll do 4 inches because then it's just a little bit fluffier in the middle. And like I said, this is the same on both sides, so you don't really need to twist it. Just run it back through because you're going to have a zip tie to hold all this all together, so it's not going nowhere. And just work your ribbon. Back and forth. I would like to do a cross for Easter. I have to do at least one cross because I want to go out and put it on Daddy's grave. But I haven't decided what colors I want to do yet. Last year I think I did blue and white. So this year I'm probably going to do yellow and white. And then I have a little wreath for my granddaughter to put on there. Because she usually goes out with me, her and my daughter. So she likes to put one on. So I made a little tiny round one, which I'll show that when I do Daddy's. Now here I'm putting the ribbon on for the Easter ribbon that I used inside of the wreath, just to kind of pull it all together. And remember, just put 5 inches. It's not going to hurt a thing because you put the 5 inches on there, but you're going to move those around. So you're still going to be able to see all your hoops. And sometimes now if you're doing a bigger wreath, 6 inches is fine on each side. But for these Dollar Tree wreaths, and usually that's what I use, I like the bigger ones, but they're too big for my door. I can't get my screen door shut. And I don't like that. I don't like, the mesh sticks to the screen door and it messes it all up. So I don't do that. Unless you put it on the outside of your door, which you can do. Because what you do is once you put it on the door, the hanger, just squeeze the hanger close and it ain't going nowhere. I've done that too. Now as you see here, I'm putting a zip tie on the bottom. The one on the bottom is going to be attached to the frame of the wreath. And then I'm going to put one around everything and pull that one tight. And see, I've still got my one on the bottom there to attach to the frame. So then you tighten that one up that is going around everything and just clip that off. And then it's ready to be attached to the wreath. Now, I usually fluff this out a little bit here, but I do more fluffing once I get it on the wreath itself. And I'm just going to dovetail these ends off, and then we'll put it on the wreath. Now I'm just attaching the bow to the frame, and I'm going in between two of those bows. So there's going to be a lot of ribbon right there in that one spot, but that's okay, because a sign is going right underneath and it's going to make it look real pretty. That's why I'm saying you don't really need a bow on this one, and once you see it, you'll realize why, because it's got so much going on and it looks really nice. But I like a little extra over the top. Now I'm doing the sign, so I'm going to put these pipe cleaners on the sign. Now, I have used a staple gun, but let me tell you, these Dollar Tree signs, if you use a staple gun on them, it's going to go right through them. So then, if you're giving this as a gift, which I am, if a little kid would touch it, they could get scraped or cut. Not safe. Even the person that you give it to, it could be, they could get scraped or cut. So you definitely don't want to do it, and I don't want to get cut. So just on these Dollar Tree signs, I don't recommend using the staple gun. They're just too thin. So what I do is I put the pipe cleaner down, and I put a bunch of hot glue, and then I'm going to put material over it. And the reason I put material over it, because it holds everything steady right there. That hot glue is going to dry against that material, so that's not going anywhere. It takes something to get it off. So I just put a little bit of glue down, put the pipe cleaner on there, you put more glue over top, and then you put your material on. Real simple. Okay. And as you see, that's done. I usually let it dry only for about 5 minutes. It's already against that material, so you don't have to worry about it. Now what I'm doing here is I'm putting some flowers on. When you take that little rope off at the top, it leaves 2 holes. And I really hate that, because there's a design on there, so I just decided to put a little flower in there. I mean, you could actually, fill the holes with wall caulking or something like that. I use that spackle. You could use that and then do the colors that it is. But you know what? That takes longer. You got to match the paint perfectly. It's easier just to put a little flower there and be done with it, and then you don't have to worry about it. And this is kind of, it's an Easter wreath, but it's also springtime. It's time for flowers and things like that, so it all works out. And you just have you could even put a little bow up there at the top of his ear. You could put a bow under the flower. Now I was going to put more flowers, and then I just thought, no, that's just too much. So when you get your sign situated and you have it the way you want it, which mine is the way I want it now. So now I'm going to put it in the center. Now the reason I put those pipe cleaners on each side, I'm going to attach that to each side. So that way it's balanced. If not, you don't want it falling off or anything like that. And the wind's been really crazy here lately, so if you have something like that, it may blow off the door or blow off the wreath, and you don't want to ruin your wreath. So just put those in there, and then or set it on the front, and then flip it around, and then just twist. Now you don't want to pull it in too tight, because if you do, it's going to smash your wreath. And I've been guilty of that sometimes. So now if mine is pushed down, it's because that's where I want it. Okay, and then you just attach it to both sides. And there you go. You have a Easter wreath ready for hanging. I want to thank you all for watching my channel today. I sure do appreciate you here. I want to be reminding you all that there's a lot of biblical prophecy going on right now. So pay attention to what's going on in Israel. Read your Bibles. Stay close to the Lord. It's real important. But definitely read your Bible. All right. Once again, I want to thank y'all for being here. Now remember, you were born to do great things. So stay strong in the Lord. Never give up hope. And always take time to pray. It's so important. Okay, that's my video for today. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.